Sawadee Cup, day 2, although I'm not labeling day 2, but another concept from 4-Hour Workweek, Tim Ferris, my boy. I did do what I said I was going to do, imagine that, and I searched on YouTube for Tim's channel. Of course, he has a channel. You know, he's an influencer if there ever was one. You know, the girls who try on bikini, I'm not really sure they're influencers, even though they have 1 million views or 10 million views or whatever. Tim's an influencer. I mean, that's the definition of an influencer, is Tim, because people care about what he thinks and what he says, including me. So bad on me for not having subscribed to his channel before. But I spent probably an hour yesterday just watching some of the stuff he had on there, and already it's bearing fruit. You'll see my little bed is made back in the thing, and yeah, okay, granted, it's just pulling the comforter up and straightening it out, right? Because I'm not using the top sheet here. You know, it's hot. In fact, I probably should get rid of the comforter and just get a top sheet, because when you want to cover, a top sheet is fine, right? But I'm just using the comforter and the thing, so making my bed was all of 2 seconds. But that's part of what Tim recommends for your morning routine. And I'm going to listen to the guy. I was very impressed with his book. And once again, he's a very bright guy. He's what I call a life hacker. So his morning routine, the night before, put your phone on silent or airplane mode. So when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're not doing is responding to a bunch of bullshit emails and texts and whatnot. If you're like me, and apparently like Tim, you'd wake up in the morning and you'd be a junkie, and you'd be an information junkie or newsfeed junkie, and get on Facebook and see what people are up to, you know, around the world. Like for me back in the States, and you hear what my friends are doing. Look at emails for work or for personal. And some people are into Instagram or Twitter or whatever, and they look on those, and they do that every morning. It's a habit. We all form habits, and the habit is looking at social media or emails first thing in the morning. Don't do that. Put your phone on silent or on airplane mode. Not just for airplanes. You can choose to use airplane mode on Earth, on the ground, and that way you're not putting out any fires or getting upset or you know, responding to stimuli of any kind. You're waking slow, which is I'm a big fan of waking up slow. Next, make your bed. And what's funny is I've heard that from an admiral in the Navy SEALs. I've seen that on YouTube, where he said the best thing you can do is make your bed, and talks about routine and habit, and just, you know, being squared away and having discipline, starting your day with discipline that will lead to better things. And then also Tim says to do it because he learned that from an Indian monk. So if a Navy SEAL and a monk both agree you should make your bed, make your bed. Puts things in order. And what Tim added was you accomplish something right away. You control that. How hard is it to make your bed? Like I said, it literally took me 5-10 seconds. Now I've accomplished something. I haven't even started my day, and I've already accomplished one thing. That sets your mindset for future accomplishments the rest of the day. Sounds silly, but try it. Make your bed, right? Brief exercise, like 10 push-ups. I mean, just brief, something. I just did stretches against the wall. I did push-ups against the wall, just stretching my Achilles, stretching my calves. Still got that bum knee from the motorcycle crash. It's healing. I got a scab now, so I'm okay, but it's still a little stiff and sore, so I didn't do anything crazy. I just did 10 push-ups against the wall. Quick, fast, brief exercise, not working out for an hour. Yoga, push-ups, blah, blah. Followed by a cold shower, which I did a video about, or I talked in a video about the Navy shower, where on a ship, due to lack of hot water, you have a rubber hose with a plastic nozzle on the end of it, and with a button, and you know, it's not constantly running water. When you want water, you push the button. So one hand is so what you do is get in there, wet yourself down with cold water, and then, you know, put the nozzle back up in the little holder bracket, and then soap up, and then take the water again and rinse off. Navy shower. So I've been doing that here because my shower is so small in the condo that if I leave the hot water running and I'm putting soap on, it comes off instantly. There's no time for the soap to work, you know, to clean. So I do the same thing. I turn on the water, and it had been hot. Now I'm getting more towards cold water, because of what he's talking about. It calms your nerves. But it invigorates you at the same time. A cold shower wakes you up. But you don't need to do a cold shower. Just the exercise is the main thing. But it helps me. I'm liking it. I'm going to do it more and more. Also with the make your bed, one other thing on that is it's been proven that external mess leads to internal mess. So your brain is cluttered if your desk is cluttered, right? So brief exercise, and once again, the cold shower is optional, but just do some, push-ups, sit-ups, just get moving. And what that does is calms your nerves. And what Tim says, and he knows a lot about depression. I didn't know this about Tim. I read the book, I like the book, but he's very honest and talks about his life and himself. And he said that he was going to commit suicide back in 1999. I didn't know that. I learned that yesterday watching the videos. So he battles depression. That's something I don't battle. If you battle with depression, if you suffer from depression, definitely look up Tim on YouTube and look at the videos where he talks about dealing with it. But he says by doing the exercise, if you're in a depressed state, you will see problems instead of solutions. And I think that's huge. And I think a lot of people, for other reasons besides depressions, just mindset, and that's what we try to clear up with the Napoleon Hill book. I think with mindset, people see problems instead of solutions. So that's huge, because you get paid at the end of the day. You are successful at the end of the day by your ability to solve problems. And he also went into a little side thing on another thing I watched. We're just talking about morning routine here, where he said sometimes when you're a problem solver, you look for problems to solve, which is very interesting too, and something I never thought of. So this guy's a fascinating guy. He really has so much good information. I'm really happy I'm reading this book, and I'm happy I found this YouTube channel. I'm going to be watching it again today. More, give me more. I'm like a fat guy at a buffet, and I have been many times a fat guy at a buffet, and will be again. And this time the buffet is knowledge. So very cool. Depressed. You will see problems instead of solutions. I think that's huge. I like asterisk that. Journaling, 5 minutes a day. Many Pages is an app you can do that on. Whatever, but write it down. Or the minute he said journal for like 5 minutes a day, just brain dump, verbal diarrhea, whatever, get your thoughts on paper. I thought of YouTube. I thought of this channel. When I read that book for 365 days, it was very cathartic for me. Like, I enjoyed it, as much, if not more, than the people who subscribed and watch. So, and that's what that's doing. When I heard that, when he talked about journaling, I was like, that's why I was driven to read the new book, because I really enjoy the process of sharing with you guys what's in my head every day. So this is my journal. All right, YouTube. It doesn't have to be in writing. So journal, 5 minutes. Once again, we're still way less than a half an hour. So it's not like I'm saying do this for 4 hours every day when you wake up. And, you pick and choose. You do what feels good for you and what helps you, right? You don't have to do all this. These are all suggestions that he uses. Meditation. Once again, if I lost you there, if you're like, meditation, what the hell? I'm going to sit there like some yogi Buddha pose or whatever. Hey, try it. If you like it, keep doing it. If you don't, or you don't have the time, it doesn't fit into your life, you got to get to work, get the kids to school, whatever the hell, if you got obligations in the morning, I understand. But if you have the time, 10 to 20 minutes, he recommends meditation. And there's guided meditation. There's a guy, he mentioned Sam Harris, who I don't know, and Brock, B-R-A-C-H, like the candy, Brock's Candies. I don't know either of those guys. I've never seen their stuff, but he suggests they're good guided meditation. And the reason for this is huge. It trains your mind and gets you ready for the day for less emotional responses. So what he's saying is, shit happens, like we all know. Shit happens to me, shit happens to you. That's life, right? When shit happens, you handle it better if you've meditated and get in that state where you're better able to handle things. So he finishes with responsible is response able. Wow. Damn, right? Like, if You feel me? I watched that on YouTube yesterday. I was just like, this guy is fucking genius. I mean, he is the shiznit. 10 minutes in, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end that video and just make a separate video morning routine, and then I'll read from the paragraph, which I haven't even touched yet, because I'm sorry, I'm pumped up about that shit. Morning routine. I wrote notes so I wouldn't forget anything. I'm old now. He writes notes so he can go back and review it later. So now I'm a note taker, which I've never been my whole life, because I used to be able to remember stuff. Now I can't remember stuff. I took notes yesterday when I watched the video. Simple. That way I hit all the points I wanted to talk about today. So this is morning routine video. It's still Tim Ferris, but it's not from the book. I'll stop the video and do another one on the lifestyle design like we talked about yesterday.